Welcome, my friend, to Defining Moments, vlog number 28. This is Jennifer Packham. If you've ever had a defining moment that shattered you, these vlogs are for you. In them, I share my raw journal excerpts from my life-altering defining moments and the wisdom I've gained from them. I hope they bring you renewed possibilities, clarity, and faith in your toughest moment. On July 5th, the year 2000, I wrote, "I really don't know quite how to write what I'm feeling, but somehow I've got to try. I need to put all these mixed up feelings down so I can make sense of them. I know I've got to be the one who thinks clearly, understands people and things. Whenever my mind thinks or really feels these things, I feel like a wall outlet plug that just got overloaded and blew the circuit breaker, and I no longer work. Frazzled." My husband felt at that time like he was just fine and fully back to normal, when reality said no. In my journal, I wrote, "What will happen someday down the road when his mind gets worse, not better? Can I handle that? How? I know he tries, but he's not the same. He's different from the man I grew in love with. Tender, strong, kind, sensitive, gone." Erase these words and replace them with self-centeredness, childlike, very deviant, defiant, selfish, me-centered person like a teenager. Not able to understand feelings, worried, totally unmotivated, and so much more. Only I don't want to think about it anymore. It's almost too much that I find myself in this place, in this experience in life. I wish it would just go away, but it doesn't. Most of the time I simply put my feelings away. I lock them deep down and just live any way I can, because I know it will never end. Sometimes I scare myself even, because when my husband is mean or says something odd, I'm usually in the car. I feel really trapped. I want to open the door and just fall out. Make myself somehow feel the pain outside that I feel inside, but I don't. I stuff it down more and more, but my stuffing place is getting so full I'm bursting. I'm hurting anyway. Hurting for my husband, missing him. I need someone to take care of me for a change. With my mom gone, my husband gone, and no one else in the position to understand how to do that, I am emotionally isolated. I know I'm feeling depressed, and I need to get control over myself again, over my life. I feel sometimes like I'm just holding the tail of something with both hands. I'm being dragged along with no chance of saying anything or even being heard, just holding on and surviving. My advisor from when I was on the Institute Council at UVU told me that he would call a counselor for me to talk to. I wrote that I hoped that he got back with me soon, because I knew I needed it. I needed myself to be strong for our children and to be the one who can carry us through. But right now, I am so tired, I wrote. All I can do is only what I must, and it's not fair to my children. My baby is the only one who gives me unconditional hugs. There's a wonderful poem I love, and it says, "Look to the mountains, to the greatness God has made. Therein lies strength, therein lies inner beauty, therein lies peace of mind." This is me, the me I wanted my children to know, not the person I had to be, but the person I really am. "Where have I gone?" I wrote. "Please, someone help me find myself again, to be myself, to live and not just survive. Teach me to do this with my husband in my life. There must be a way. I know somewhere, somehow, I love him." In my response to this journal entry, I wrote, "As I said before, stuffed feelings never remain stuffed. They find a way of leaking out, and when they do, it's always more destructive to yourself and everyone around. It was for me anyway. As I read about the impression that I wanted to fall out of the car while it was moving, it strikes me to my core, because that would be an impression that would never leave me subconsciously and eventually would find its way out. If I could go back, I would tell myself yet again to pay attention to my thoughts and feelings, to reach out to someone for help. And then I realized that I actually did. I reached out to my institute advisor, and he tried to help me. It would have been so much better if I had known what I wanted, because all I remember was I wanted things to be normal, to just be happy. I searched and searched for ways that they were, and then would be shockingly, devastatingly hurt each time they were not. Ultimately, somehow, I feel it was necessary for me to go through these learning experiences as I look back. They have been for my good, ultimately. But if somehow I could help someone in similar circumstances, I would say to be still, feel, know what you want, pray, to do this until an answer comes, and then follow through. Man is that they might have joy. Yes, trials are ours to bear, to be stronger, and to learn. But when we handle problems with the Lord, we are stronger always, and can still find joy through these struggles. Never give up. I would have told myself this. I now believe we thrive when we know what we want first. Then pray to know the how. Most times, that's why I haven't cared to know what I wanted, because I could never figure out the how. But I have come to know that it is God's job to tell us the how, not ours. Our job is just to listen and receive. And that can be equally as hard as trying to figure out the how. Overall, I know I did the best I could with what I had and what I knew at that time. I cannot look back with regret and begin to chastise myself. Not only does it do no good, but it changes nothing. I do wish I had known how to receive answers, however. Those first impressions, those first thoughts that come into your mind. On October 31st, 2000, that same year, I wrote, last month, I woke up to the feeling of Jeff, my friend, who took his life, standing right behind me on my right. I know it might sound crazy, but I felt his spirit whispering to me that there were things he wanted me to tell his mom. I resisted in my mind, saying that I had no responsibility to do or say anything to her, but he was relentless. He simply wouldn't leave my mind alone. He would not leave me alone. He kept telling me things that I should say, and so I finally sat down at the computer and typed out a letter to her. It was a couple of pages long, and it just sort of poured out of me, or should I say, through me. I gathered together some other things I thought would be important for her to have, and I went to take the gift to his brother, because his mom and his dad had just moved, so his brother could give it to them. But no one was home. I thought for a moment I could leave the gift in between the screen door and the front door. That lasted for only a minute, and I was verbally and spiritually chastised not to. So I looked up his sister's address in Woodland Hills, but she wasn't home either. So I went back to his brother's house, and the homeowner said they had moved somewhere else. So I went to my friend's house, who also lived in Salem, so that I could call them. When I got to her house, she said that his brother's wife was going to be there any minute. I didn't understand. It turned out her son and their daughter had just become friends in kindergarten a week before, and she was going to be there any moment to pick their daughter up. Wow, I really felt like it was a miracle. Jeff was definitely watching out for them. Trust those gut instincts or inspiration or whatever you want to call it. It's real, as evidenced by my friend Jeff creating that experience for me with the letter he had me write and the way it was delivered. These loved ones on the other side are there. They are close to us. They reach out to us and they talk to us and protect us in ways we could never even imagine. This, I believe with my whole heart. I wish I had learned sooner how to listen and receive those things from them and from God. But I know they are there, and I know they're there to help us. Reach up to God. He is there for us too. He will never leave us. I testify that this is true. Until next time, keep on keeping on with God.